So, good evening, friends, and welcome to another amazing episode of Inspiring Young Minds. And today we are in session 15. I'm sure most of you are liking our sessions and you're excited to know what's happening with us. And it's so, refreshing to be a part of our Inspiring Young Minds series and coming forward to all our children who make it a grand success. And today's session is going to be on Pebble Art, as I had already posted earlier. So let's learn more about Pebble Art and how that is going to help you, and how it gives you a kind of happiness and satisfaction that you've done something good. Okay, so let's go ahead with the presentation. So let's all understand Pebble Art better. So Pebble Art is painting rocks in a very exciting and new activity, which can sharpen and broaden your mind. And also importantly, it has a lot of health benefits, right? So I'm not sure how many of you have gone to the beach of late, but when we go to the beach and we find some shells or we find some pebbles, we try to, collect them and bring them back home. And when we do that, it is so exciting when we see that, and when we wash our hands with, kind of soap, and we put some kind of soap on these because they'll be very slimy. And then we try to make patterns with it. I'm sure all of us must have done that a lot also, right? So these Pebble Art actually gives a lot of health benefit. You feel very happy when you touch all these stones. And you can make some creations of yours and write some nice taglines, and you can keep it even in your house. You can frame your work and keep it. It looks very beautiful. And if you look at the pavement, now what is a pavement? In India, we call it like a footpath, right? So a pavement is a place where people walk. And the earliest type of the mosaic arts, if you look at the Eastern Mediterranean, they started putting this kind of a designs on those pavements. And if you go to Portugal, you will see these Portugal pavements, which are very famous. And they are nothing but a traditional style of these kind of pebbles placed. And you will see them in many areas of Portugal. And it consists of very small flat pieces of stones, and they are arranged in a pattern. And this pattern will make it look like a mosaic, and it's very beautiful to look at. So this is one of those kind of patterns. When you look at the floor, you will be able to see that, right? And pebble art, or mosaic art, or however you want to call it, this is nothing but using natural stones, and you form it, or you make a kind of a format and make it more decorative or very pictorial patterns. Like here you can see the pebbles are placed, and it looks like a woman who's gone for shopping, and she's come back and she's very happy. Some things like that, right? Sometimes you can even make or paint over those pebbles, and then you can create something very beautiful like what you see right now. So you can take this pebbles and paint, and once you paint it, it also helps you recreate some things which you have seen before, or it improves your hand skill. And it also gives you a chance of trying to reiterate your brain, especially when you grow older. Many elderly people take up art. Why? Because it will help them fight against aging. So it's very important. And let us see few health benefits of pebble art, or any kind of painting for that matter. But here I'm going to talk in kind of importance with pebble art. So many a times we have the right brain and the left brain, and the way we continue to live will basically look at our right brain and left brain combinations. So when you look at the right brainers, they are artistic people, and they have a way of improving their creative skills. Whereas the left brainers, they are analytical thinkers, and they can expand and nurture their creativity by starting an artistic kind of a hobby. However, you have to improve one's imagination, which is very important, especially if you want to have your brain development. So you should be creative and artistic, and you should also have an analytical thinking. So you can have a dominance of a right or a left brain, which is generally there in people. It can also work as a memory booster. So it can improve your memory and recollection skills. And the painting can help you sharpen your mind and also give a kind of a visualization. You can think before itself, and when you recreate it and when you practice and it makes it look better, that helps your brain and memory. And also, as I told you before, it reduces the chances of memory loss. It also improves the critical thinking. It is like a switch on, switch off mode on your brain, like you can see in this diagram. Your brain gets switched on, and then you have all those creative ideas flooding your brain, and the colors which you use, the color choices you put, it all has an impact on your problem solving skills also. And it also gives you a kind of thinking out of the box, which means it makes you think differently from others, and that is also very important. It also helps you improve your fine motor skills, your skills with your hand, your fingers, your eyes, your hand-to-eye coordination. All this becomes much better. So when you handle your paint brushes and the gentle movement of your brush, it gives a nice kind of a mobility to your fingers and your hand in general. And art has a potential to improve one's mobility. So the way we move around, that is also very important. And the brain, so when you see and when you draw, your hand is again working, your brain is sending signals to the motor neurons, and all this happens simultaneously. So, you know, it is very good. And you can see it in the picture also. It gives you a nice kind of a feeling. And when you're doing it with your mother or your father or with your friends, or when you're painting it with your siblings, your brother, your sister, it kind of brings a lot of friendship and a lot of togetherness, a lot of family time together. So it is again very good, and it is much better than always just sitting in front of the TV or in front of your cell phone, right? You should do these kind of activities so that you improve your fine motor skills. It also acts as a stress reliever. So many a time when you are feeling very tired or very upset in your mind, you just take a paint and a brush, or you just take a paper and a pen and start scribbling something, start drawing something. Immediately after you draw, when you look at it, you feel very happy. You feel like, you know, you've done something nice, and then you want to show it to people. Or when people see it, they appreciate you, and then you feel very nice and you feel very happy. And that is the magic of painting. So it helps you de-stress and reduces the anxiety in your mind, and also helps you, you know, deal with problems. Even if you're very angry or you have any problem, the moment you take a brush and a paint, and what you create will be something magnificent, and that, you know, you make you have a feeling of that you've done something good. So it acts as a stress reliever. Next, it makes you happy. See, whenever somebody appreciates us, aren't we happy? When somebody looks at our artwork and if they say, hey, that's a very nice thing you've done, then what do you feel like? You feel like smiling. It makes you happy, right? So art actually pushes the negativity away and creates a lot of positivity and positive outlooks in life. When somebody appreciates you, tell you, oh, your choice of color was nice, and you know, you've done it so neatly. All this gives rise to something called the happiness factor, and this will weigh down your negative emotions and gives you pleasure, joy, and happiness is always the power. So whenever you're doing these kind of rock paintings, it actually boosts your self-esteem. It makes you feel very happy about yourselves. It also inspires you to achieve the next level or new level or a better level than what you are today. It also has a kind of an emotional healing restoration. See, when you touch the sand or when you touch this rock and all that stuff, it makes you touch, right? So you have a different feel. And the practice encourages you to look deeper into your emotional state. and take account of them, take stock of them. It also releases emotions through painting, which can invigorate or, get a person to restore their mental health or mental well-being. And any abstract design, see, sometimes when children draw, they will draw something and they'll say, this is that, this is my house, this is the my garden, and things like that. So it, it actually helps them express themselves better. And if there are any pain in your heart or you're feeling sad, when you start painting, when you start using colors, they have a kind of an emotional healing quotient also on your brain. So when you look at a painter's work, you can also understand the emotional state with which that painter had painted. And you will be able to share your feelings along with others. And this is a great way of communicating. All of us are wonderful people and we are all wonderfully made. And the advantage or the benefits of painting is to improve communication with other people through the process of art. Art is also about expression, and painting can help express these feelings and emotions without words. So many a times, only when you speak, people will understand. That's what you feel, right? But many a times, words don't express everything. Your eyes will speak, your hands will speak, and these kind of artwork will also speak. It can also be viewed as passing weaknesses, like if you are shy, if you have any other social disabilities or limitations, this will help you actually overcome. So there is nothing like in limitations. You would see so many people, they don't even have hands. They'll paint with their feet. And, that is so beautiful because they're able to outgrow their limitations. And this has a long-term solution. And it is definitely important, especially for those people who are struggling with any social disabilities. So we are all wonderfully made, and together we make this world a better place to live in. You can also be a keen observer. When you draw, when you paint, you're looking for those small things, maybe the different colors. Blue is no more a blue. You're saying light blue, dark blue, navy blue. So those are different colors and textures and hues of the color. Then you can see it's a flat surface. It's a little up and down. You have a little texture. You can do shading, and all this will improve the depth of your painting. So you're looking out for those finer details. And artists also become very keen observers of their surrounding. Wherever they go, something nice will always catch their eye. And they will train their eye to look, what another person will not see. They call it an abstract art. They try to see things from the viewpoint of the painter. And this is very important because with intricate designs and forms, sometimes when we have created a painting, it makes it very nice for people to actually appreciate, understand, and, kind of give their own understanding of that painting also. And the brain concentration improves, and thereby your keenness or your observation skills improves, and you're able to appreciate even a small change or most minuscule of details. You are able to help people understand, and you are also able to understand better. And of course, it has a lot of health benefits. You are promoting the well-being of an individual, and you can improve the mental and the emotional capabilities of a person. And a painting actually improves the sensory and motor skills. Even at Inspiring Young Minds, we have done a lot of activity with paints. Why? Because we want to bring out that, capabilities of each one of you. And this can happen only through constant practice and skill development. So it is not about who is better. It is how better can I be from what I was yesterday. And these activities, as you do it, it will, improve and engage yourselves better. And you can also improve your right side, which is the artistic side of your, brain. And life itself, if you look at it, has lots of responsibilities and difficulties, and we need to fight back. And all of us know right now, due to corona, we are all not able to go out, and sometimes we feel bored, right? We don't know what to do. That time you can take out your paint and brushes, and you can just start drawing something. And at the end of the painting, you'll feel so happy, and you won't know time is gone. And then you feel very happy, and when you show it to your parents, they appreciate, and when you show it to somebody who comes home, they appreciate it. So that is very important. So how do we do this pebble art? So very simple. I'm sure whenever you go out, you can, pick up these pebbles which are on the road, or when you go to the park, or when you go to the beach, you can pick up these pebbles and come back home and wash it nicely, clean it very well. And then what you need to do is you need to make it smooth, because they will all be rough. And when it is rough, when you paint, you will not get a good smooth surface. So what all do you need? You need these pebbles. You also need poster or acrylic paint. So these are the paints which work well on these pebbles. And then you need your paint brushes. You need some glass of water. You need a mixing pad or something what we call a palette. And then you need a clear nail polish or a nail varnish, because once you finish your painting, when you put this nail varnish only, you will get the shine of that pebble, and also it will give a long lasting to that color which you've placed over the pebble art, right? So that will help you be better. And how do you start? You take the pebble, as I told you, you take a coarse sandpaper and sandpaper it, and then you go to the finer ones till you have a smooth one, especially if you're not going to paint, like pictures like this where you're not going to paint. You can actually do these kind of sandpapering, and then you can go ahead with whatever creation you want to do. And how do you do a pebble art? Very easy. You just organize your materials, you prepare what you are going to do, think about a concept, and then do a mock-up pic to see if it looks nice, and then glue your materials together to create the picture, and leave it to dry. Because they are pebble, you should leave it to dry overnight, and after that, then you can frame it, or then you can do any other work with that. So that is how. And sometimes they take these pebbles and make some art by keeping the pebbles one over the other and try to balance these pebbles, and that itself gives a lot of mental stability, and kind of keeps your mental stress and depression or any kind of an anxiety away. So many children who find it difficult to focus, you can buy these pebbles, and or you can even get these pebbles, as I told you, near the beach, and then you can bring them home and you can learn, and you can start balancing them. That will give you a lot of focus. It will help you concentrate in your studies better, and it will help you feel very relaxed. And many a times when you're very fidgety, when you want to pull up things, and you're very active, very hyperactive, this really works. So at Inspiring Young Minds, we are there at WhatsApp, and you can always contact us. You can also like, share, subscribe, and comment, and also press on the bell icon at our YouTube channel. It's called Team Red Rockstars, Dr. Vidyaa Smile Dental Clinic. And you can do your own pebble art. And today I'm waiting to see what pebble art you've done. And you can create your pebble art and share it with a caption, and let us know how you enjoyed doing this pebble art. Okay. And all of you know, November 13th and 20th, we are going to have a special function. And we told you in September, we will tell you what the function is about, so that you can have time. And exactly 2 months from today, we are going to have the Children's Day celebration. And for that, we need all your details: the name of the child, the contact person, the date of birth, the contact number, contact email, place, country, talents, whatever you have, an age and sex. And this is going to help us make an Excel sheet, so that we can ask you to do something. And we will have a cultural show on 13th, and on the 20th we are going to have a wonderful award ceremony appreciating all the work which each of you have done. So for the next 2 months, be very attentive and attend all the sessions and complete all your activities on time so that, we'll be able to show you everything. And we also have a toy drive. So let's reach out to more children and take your toys or books which you don't need and share it with the children in your locality who will be very happy with them, and give them the art of having the same kind of fun you had with these toys and books. So I am Vidyaa Aunty, and you can contact me at 98401-76088. And you have also Savita Aunty. You saw Savita Aunty last week, and her number is 491-725-645-964. So tell me, how did you enjoy this session today? Are you all ready with your Pebble art? Can I see you all switch on your videos? Yes, Sadra, I can see you. I can see Pritika. I can see Mahek. Come on. Let's start with your Pebble art. Yes, Sadra, you want to say something? Oh, that's so beautiful. Very nice. Tell me about it, Adra.
This is
Adra?
Ma'am, can you?
Yes, now I can hear you. Can you tell me? No issues, Kutis. You keep doing it, and once you're done, let me know. Yes, Adra.
Ma'am, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you, Adra. Tell me.
This is out.
Wonderful. So tell me how you painted and how you felt when you painted it.
With watercolors, ma'am.
You did it with watercolors?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, that's so cute. So did you name these?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so that is what is that? You tell me, what is the second one you showed?
This is the penguin.
Penguin.
Yes,
Penguin.
ma'am.
Lovely, lovely. Very nice, Adra. Very creative. Can you show both of them like this? Can you show both with both your hands? Bring it closer. Bring it closer. Wow. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Very nice. Very beautiful. Very, very cute. Very nice. Very good. Lovely. Hi, Arohi. How are you? Lovely to see you.
Just now I came, ma'am.
You came from school just now?
I'm fine.
Good, good.
Yes.
Lovely, lovely. So for all those who have not completed your Pebble art, no issues. You can post it on the group. Finish it fast today and post it, and I will add them to the session, and then I will put it as a completed workshop, and it will be very nice to see all your work. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Lovely, lovely. So take care, cuties. Love you all. And we'll come to the end of today's session then. I want you all to finish the Pebble art and post it on the group so that I will add it, and then we all can see each other's. Okay. So ask your Amma or Appa to take a nice snap of the Pebble art and then post it on the group. Okay. So
Okay,
take care. Bye-bye. Love you.
Bye, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
I love you, ma'am.
I love you too.